Alright, here's the deal. You want to start yourself a brand, you have some ideas, but now you need an artist. Where do you find an artist? What do you say? What do you ask? We're going to show you. Today we're going to show you the process Mecon uses to turn simple designs into artwork. So let's sit down. Let's get some artwork done. Hello everybody and welcome back to Skeesh. Today we're going to show you guys the process we use for creating and getting new artwork that we use for our designs at Mecon. We started Mecon back in 2020, so we have a fair amount of experience designing the artwork, commissioning the artists, and bringing the design to life to put it onto our products. You don't need to be Leonardo da Vinci to get an idea across to an artist, you just have to know what you want and express that to the artist. What we have in this notebook is a rough draft page for the artwork we got done for our geisha design. Sketch it out to the best of your ability. Include clothing styles, poses, and other features you want the art to have. Don't forget to leave notes. These can be very helpful to tell the artist and help them deliver the best artwork for you. You've got your sketch done, now comes the hard part of finding an artist that you want to work with. There are tons of places to find artists, but before we go over those, let's go over some ground rules on how to work with an artist. So first things first, ask if they're open for commissions. Just because they're an artist doesn't mean they're always ready to work. A lot of artists will have commissions open that you will see in their profile or that you can message them and ask if they're taking work at the time. It's always respectful to ask the artist just in case they're a little too busy to take your work on at the time. Rule number 2, don't be an ass. Don't shoot them a DM and say, I need this done on this date at this time for this price. They have lives too and you need to be respectful of that. Take a look at their portfolio. Get a good look at their work on some sort of website that they have it posted, or go ahead and ask them kindly to see their portfolio just so you can get a better reference of what they're capable of and what they prefer to do before you message them specifically on what you need done. Ask for a timeline. I know you want to get the ball rolling, you want to get that artwork back so you can finish up your design and get those shirts, stickers, whatever you want printed and out to the people that you want to get them to. If you ask for a timeline, you can get an idea of when those things will be done so you can plan accordingly and so you aren't hounding the artist saying, is this done? When will this be done? Make sure to be respectful. Artists are people too. Make sure to treat them like a human being and not just a service. You can even shoot the shit with them a little bit and talk. Just try and become friends with them. It'll make the whole process a lot easier in the long run and it'll help build a relationship with that artist that you can use in the future. Ask if there are things the artist is not comfortable doing. Now chances are your artwork will not fall under this, but it's still nice to ask in case it might. Don't harass the artist. Don't bombard them with emails or messages asking when to see results. And most importantly, if they decline your commission, respectfully move on, thank them, and find another artist. That's all there is to it. Last but not least, be clear with what you want done. We sketch out our designs, we give those to the artist, and we have a good idea of what we want done. The artist cannot read your mind. If you go to them and say, draw me this thing, they're going to have no idea what you want. You need to be clear, precise, and to the point. It'll make their life easier and make your life easier. So there's no back and forth about, I want this change, I want this change, because a lot of artists do charge you for a certain amount of changes. So you can avoid that, get your artwork done fast and quick. Now that the rules are out of the way, where can you even find an artist? Reddit. Subreddits like Hungry Artists are crawling with artists that need work done. So if you go in there, post what you want, you can probably get a whole bunch of answers down in the comments. Check their portfolio out, and you might even find one that quick. Instagram and Twitter. You can try searching under a hashtag, maybe related to your artwork, and you can find tons of artists posting or people posting their artwork, referencing them in the comments or tags. They may have some rules, so read their bio beforehand before you shoot them a message, and it may even say if they're open for commissions in their bio. DeviantArt, a site built solely for art. You can browse thousands of artists on different types of pages under tags to find exactly what you want. Just always make sure to check their bio to make sure they're open for commissions and their rules if they have any. Last but not least, be careful when choosing an artist and try not to get burned. Always make sure to do your research and ask questions. It sucks getting burned, but it can and probably will happen throughout your journey. Some things you can do to possibly avoid that are asking to pay 50% upfront and 50% when the artwork is finished, or possibly getting a contract in order for your sake and their sake. And if you do find yourself in the unfortunate circumstances of getting burned, just move on. There's no sense in going to hound the artist. There's no sense in making a big deal about it. Just move on. You learned your lesson and move on to the next one. Learn from our mistakes. We have made lots of mistakes throughout the process of this brand, artwork included. Our first one, we rushed into an artist. Now, the artwork was fantastic. They did a very good job. But we didn't know exactly what we wanted to do with it. We didn't know how to work with it to get it printed in the way that we wanted. So we ended up with designs that we now look back at and totally hate. It was a horrible process to get these first printed because we didn't know what we were doing. Through those mistakes and failures, we learned to really know how to work with the artwork, find artists to work with, and get exactly what we want now. So learn from your mistakes. If you make them, it sucks, but move on. Take the knowledge that you gained from that and apply it to your next project. And last but not least, in this modern age of new and upcoming technology when it comes to AI and artificial intelligence, avoid AI art. Essentially, AI is just stealing other artists' work that put time, money, effort, blood, sweat, and tears into their work, and it's just using it without giving any credit and making any form of payment whatsoever. Don't be an ass, don't be lazy, and don't be cheap. A lot of these artists that you're going to work with and see depend on their artwork to make a living. Supporting artists not only helps them, but it also helps you build a network that you can use in the future. The last thing with AI art is good luck getting it to look how you want it to look. You're probably not too great at writing prompts, and if you give that to an artist, you can ask them to make changes and they can do exactly what you want with it, where AI art, you won't be able to recreate exactly what you want. So just do yourself and every other artist out there a favor and just avoid it at all costs when it comes to putting that design on a t-shirt and selling it. And just don't forget to hit that bell button, subscribe to Skeesh, and leave a comment down below if any of this helped you whatsoever. Once again, thank you guys for watching. We hope that you took something away from this video and you can apply what we said. You can learn from our mistakes to make your process in life a lot easier in your journey on your business and finding new artists.